Welcome back to this week's America's Favorite Pharmacist segment, brought to you by Triquetra Health. On a Moment of Zen, here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. I'm Phil Cowley, pharmacist and pharmaceutical expert, and today let's chat all about what a pharmacist takes to make sure that they stay healthy at this time of year. What was a confusing landscape just got worse this year. The FDA came out and declared that a very popular over-the-counter product, phenylephrine, doesn't work against cold and flus at all. And now they've got guaifenesin and dexmethorphan in their crosshairs as well. There's never been a more important time to make sure that you're staying as healthy as you possibly can during this cold and flu season. So my favorites are pretty simple. First of all, vitamin D. You're not getting nearly as much sun, and vitamin D receptors are found on every single immune system cell that we have. When you're low on vitamin D, your immune system does not work properly. And considering the fact the sun's gone down earlier, you're probably not getting enough sun. In fact, 40% of all Americans don't get enough vitamin D. Make sure when you take your vitamin D, it's in a vitamin D3 because that is the most bioactive form. And throwing a little bit of K2 in with your D always helps get that absorbed from the veins back into the body. Second favorite thing, of course, is vitamin C. However, vitamin C should always be coupled with quercetin and bromelain, and that's because they work together as a team. These potent antioxidants make sure that when you get sick, the inflammation doesn't last nearly as long, and your body is loaded with antioxidants. Oxidation is the process that makes our lungs bad, our joints hurt, and most of the flu and cold symptoms that you have are because of inflammation. If we can get ahead of the oxidation process, we can get ahead of the cold and flu. Next, let's talk zinc. Okay, I love zinc. The problem with zinc is it has to be in a form that you can absorb. Ionic zinc is in a form that we can absorb without having to go through any chelation through the stomach at all. Now, once you have the zinc is essential in differentiating immune cells and making it so we have the most optimal immune system during this cold and flu season. It's not just about which zinc, but how much. You don't want too much, so get it in the ionic form so you can absorb the right quantity. Honey actually works substantially better to reduce cough, sore throat, and because it's a powerful antioxidant, antiviral medication, by taking a little honey every day, it helps boost our immune system. And then finally, if you're still looking for something else, I do love elderberry. This 2017 study showed that echinacea with the elderberry was just as effective on duration and symptom reduction of cold and flu symptoms as the Tamiflu was, which requires a prescription. Where you get your supplements is just as important as which supplements you take. Make sure you find a company that you can trust, that you know tests their products to ensure both potency and efficacy, like Triquetra. This is Phil Cowley, pharmacist and pharmaceutical expert, on America's Favorite Pharmacist segment, brought to you by Triquetra. Check me out on Instagram at Phil's My Pharmacist, and make sure you're getting your supplements from triquetrahealth.com. This is A Moment of Zen on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. We'll be back right after this.